Hello, YouTubers. It's me again. I know I've been away from my channel for a while for obvious reasons. Last time I told you guys, my wife and I were having a child, and she's now 15 months now. It's pretty amazing. And as you can see, it's Christmas time. And since it's Christmas time, I wanted to make an announcement on my channel that there's going to be some changes, change in focus in what kind of videos I'm going to make going forward. I know I haven't really done any other Children of Vandan, Princess of Vandan videos for a while, and I think most of it is because the authors have been doing some of their own videos, some of their own stories, rather. Some of them haven't really been finished yet, so I'll look at those in a moment when they get those finished. But I was actually trying to do different videos. For a while, I've been debating whether or not to maybe do a video version of a book that I've read from childhood. If any of you know what it is, The Treasure Tree, I'm trying to get a couple voice actors involved with it. Maybe Lisa. I think she would be great as some of the voice actors, some of the main characters. Maybe somebody else I know who might be interested in it. I'm still kind of working with that. That's not really my priority. I do want to get to that eventually, maybe like during the summer or something, but I think the priority of my next couple of videos are going to be based on an idea that really sparked my interest the last couple of days. It's my own story, somewhat based on characters from the Yu-Gi-Oh card game, but I wanted to take some liberties and create my own character. And the character I had in mind is, I call it the Paladin of the Black Dragon. Basically, the idea is we're in medieval times, and there's this black dragon. He's sort of like Godzilla. He's this immense force of nature, tremendous power, and the people don't understand him. Kind of like with Godzilla, they think, oh, he's going to terrorize us. He's going to destroy us all. We got to destroy him. Not really sure what exactly he truly represents, what his true nature is. And so the people turn to a group of sorcerers called the Order of Mages to stop the creature. Now, the thing is about dragons in this world is they're resistant to magic. So one sorcerer would not be enough. So that's why they're trying to get all the sorcerers, all the mages to defeat this enemy, defeat this large creature. One mage one mage doesn't really think this is the right thing to do. They think they're jumping to conclusions a little bit. They're not really understanding why the dragon is attacking, why it's doing this way, what its purpose is. It's an animal. It's a force of nature. Like, is it really doing what we think it's doing, or are we just jumping to conclusions? They don't listen to him. They destroy the dragon, or so they think. That's something I'll catch on later. And he keeps on defying the order of the mages because he feels that the main character feels that like they become a little bit more corrupt, like they're growing in power, they think they're better than everybody else, all the mages, especially the Grand Magus. This is the leader of the Order of Mages. And because of his constant, defiance and, like going against what they say, he's banished or banned from the Order of Mages. And he's forbidden to use magic at any point in time in his life, otherwise they'll track him down and kill him. I mean, he is sort of a rebel, and he does use a little bit of magic on his own, like hunting and, like sleeping on beds, like whenever he is. But the idea is he finds the remains of the dragon, or what he believes to be the remains of the dragon. In this world, the dragon doesn't truly die, its spirit lives on. And when he finds the remains of the dragon, he gets this idea to take the remains and create a type of armor for himself. Not only does he really like that the armor is resistant to magic, now that he's sort of recognized the mages as enemies and corrupt, he thinks maybe this will help him protect himself from them and their influence and their magic. And along the way, he sort of has visions of the Black Dragon. The Black Dragon doesn't speak to him or anything like that, but there is somewhat of a connection, especially now that he finds the remains and uses alchemy to create himself armor. And I'm going to show a picture of like the idea I had in mind of what this character looked like. I'll put it like right here or somewhere in the video here so you guys can look at it. And when he puts on the armor, when he finishes the armor, he takes on some characteristics of the dragon. I want it to be a blend of like organism and armor. Like you can't really tell exactly like what exactly is man, what is armor, and what is dragon. And it's a very subtle change throughout the story. I haven't really decided if it's something I want to write first, make it like a written story, a short story, a long story, or maybe if I want to do it like video. I do want to make some trailers with it, but I haven't really figured out what exactly I want. But the idea is he takes on some characteristics, like eventually he grows fangs, he gets red eyes because the dragon has red eyes, he grows horns, claws, and even wings eventually. I think I said wings. And he still fights using some magic and with his sword. But the idea is he's no longer a mage, he's become something more. He's become a dark knight, a paladin of the Black Dragon, something that he believes represents the fallacy of the mages, the corruption of power. And it kind of takes on a little bit of a Batman vibe going on because everybody looks at this, they see, oh, a black dragon. Oh my god, that's evil. Oh, this guy's a demon. This is terrible. He's a necromancer. Like nobody is really on his side. They see him as a vigilante, and eventually the hero faces off against the mages one by one until he sorry, we've been sick. I'm sorry. The main character faces off against the Grand Magus, who's really become more corrupt and leading the Order of Mages to do more corrupt things in the good, and which he believes for the greater good. But really, he's taking most of the power for himself, becoming very selfish and like really affecting a lot of the people in various ways. The idea is I want them to face off and be a significant challenge for him. Like, I don't know if he absorbs all of the power of the mages or if he like finds something to make himself even more powerful, but the idea is it's definitely going to be a challenge for the main character, for the dragon paladin. But eventually he does fight back. I think this is the time when I want his sword to like come on fire, or maybe he becomes more dragon-like. I have ideas in my head, but I don't know. I need to figure out which story beats I want to hit. And there's one mage on the council that didn't join in the that didn't partake in the fight, who is somewhat on the paladin side, but not entirely. And he takes up the reins as Grand Magus when the original Grand Magus is defeated. And it's kind of left up in the air, like, is he going to do good? Is it going to be like more corruption? Is it going to be the same thing? Is it going to be a recurring villain in the series? But I wanted the mages to sort of be inspired by the Dark Magicians from the Yu-Gi-Oh thing, which is definitely something I want to be careful with because I don't want to repeat, like titles, names, and looks and everything. I do want some I do want some features because I do want it to be a nice tribute to that game. I really loved playing that game as a kid, but I definitely don't want to like use the names accordingly. I definitely want them to be inspired, have their own look, especially my main character. Like, I think he's got like a really awesome look. And the reason why I'm telling you all this is because in addition to crafting this story, figuring out what I want to do, whether I want to release it as a short story, whether I want to make other trailers of it, is all of next year, I plan on making a cosplay of this character. I plan on buying various pieces of his armor, his wings, like the straps, his weapons. I want to craft the character as I imagine him, or pieces that I really think would look really great on him. And it's something I've never really done before. I'm not really familiar with cosplay, but this is something I feel like I really want to do. This is something that I'm really truly inspired to doing in my personal time. Learn how to maybe put pieces together, like maybe figure out how can I make my own horns. How can I, do I use putty? Do I use like foam or latex or anything like that? And I want to sort of take you guys on my journey in crafting this costume, like take you along with me to show what exactly I'm doing, and the pieces I bought and how long it's going to take me. And I kind of want to show this with you to show, not only how cool this character is, like hopefully if we get to the final product, and maybe I can actually use this as an excuse to like go out and perform cosplays, or maybe see like if I could get a following with him, like go to actual Comic Cons. But I think it's really awesome to have this character who, again, like I have a rough idea of like who he is and how I want to craft it, like how detailed, how vague I want to be, but I'm really excited to show this to you, the process of like creating the costume piece by piece, little by little. And hopefully at the end of this, I can show you guys in full. Hopefully not too long. I mean, it's definitely going to take a while because some of the pieces definitely, like are pretty expensive, pretty pricey, but it's something I'm definitely looking forward to. I'm definitely going to commit to over the past few months, next coming months, I mean. And I want to show you guys, and hopefully we can go on this journey together. And if that's your thing, if you guys are really into it, like if some of you are cosplayers too, I definitely would like to hear from you. If you think this idea is crap, you like my original ideas, the stories and editing, like let me know. But this is something I'm really looking forward to, and I also look forward to sharing with you guys. All right. I hope you guys take care and have a really good holiday, and I look forward to showing you the process, okay?